Creep! What are you doing? We only just moved in here and you're already making this place look like a mess. Well, in the future, make sure that you only surprise her and not me as well.
Let's begin.
Crazy Machines VR is a physics-based puzzle game. The main aim of the game is to cause a chain reaction from physics-based objects so that they will eventually activate something at the end of the chain. There is 40 puzzles to complete and each one comes with a set amount of objects that you can use. You don't have full control of the object's actual placement. Instead, spots appear around each machine that allow you to place an object down. In the early levels, this limited placement makes the puzzles incredibly easy, as if you get stuck, it's simply a process of elimination until you place down the correct object in the correct spot to get the right reaction. Later on, the game is really still a process of elimination when placing objects down, but considering how many placement spots now appear on each machine, and the fact that some are decoy spots and are not actually used for anything, just forces you to really think about each one's layout a lot more to get the right combination. The extra spots are a much welcomed increase in difficulty. Experimentation is key to success, especially when you receive some completely new objects to add to your contraption. Just by looking at some of the objects, you can instantly tell what they will do, such as the balls and toy cars, but then there are some that you will need to place down first to learn their effect. Some even only work when they are placed next to a specific type of object, such as the ones that need electricity to be powered on. So you will need to do quite a few test runs just to see what a new object will do, as each new one's function isn't actually explained to you. There is some unwanted experimentation to be had now and then, as you don't have control of the object's rotation. Each spot will automatically set each object to a specific angle. This does hurt the puzzle solving process, as instead of picturing what the contraption may do in your mind before placing down an object, you often need to physically place one down just to make sure that the object will be facing in the way that you want it to be in. It makes the puzzle solving process a bit drawn out. The game really is at its best when a puzzle gives you mainly objects that you have already experimented with, as it allows you to quickly get down to business. The difficulty is a bit all over the place though. Some puzzles are laid out in such a way where it's pretty easy to picture what goes where, whilst others are a bit more tricky. If you do get really stuck, you can see where a certain object goes into the contraption by placing it next to a little robot. This is a great addition, especially for a younger audience, as I could see kids getting pretty stuck on some of these puzzles. But the more you play, the more tempting it is to get the robot to do the work for you, especially considering its short recharge time, and I must admit, I did use him quite a few more times than I thought I would. The creator of these machines speaks before and after each puzzle. He explains the purpose of each machine and what he is trying to achieve. At the start of the game, his chatter is a bit long-winded, especially for a puzzle game. Luckily, you can skip it if you want to, and later on, he doesn't speak for as long anyway. The game is split into 5 chapters, and new environments do make an appearance. One location is in a workshop, and another place is high above the clouds. I have to say, the graphics in this game are excellent, and it's mainly thanks to the textures on the objects. Having so many different things thrown together that all look great really does make each machine look that much more crazier, and at first, knowing where to start can be a bit overwhelming, but after a few puzzles, your eyes do adjust to the visual variety. The game can be played with a DualShock or 2-move controllers. When playing with the DualShock, you select things by looking at them, but when your gaze goes over a placement spot, an outline of them automatically appears on it, whether or not you press a button. It's a bit clunky, and makes observing each puzzle's layout a little harder. 2-move controllers is certainly the best way to play, and you will need to stand. Unfortunately, the trophies haven't appeared online yet, so I can't show them, but the game does come with some. It doesn't come with a platinum, and all you need to do to complete the list is solve every puzzle in the game. I really love these types of physics-based puzzle games, and being able to see such wacky Rube Goldberg machines come to life right before your very eyes in a virtual space visually really elevates this genre of game. One of the main things that I personally enjoy about physics-based puzzle games is working out the solution in my mind and then seeing it come to life straight away, but this game does throw some hurdles your way that prevent you from being able to do this, such as not knowing what way an object will be facing before actually placing it down somewhere. The result is that that some puzzles just feel like they last a bit longer than they really needed to. Overall, if you don't mind doing a lot of experimenting in puzzle games, then you will likely have a good time here. The main appeal here is seeing such a diverse amount of objects all come together to create really crazy chain reactions, and physics wise, it does so in a pretty realistic way.
Aww, that's so sweet. Flappy, come see what CJ gave me.
I hope that was worth it, Beep. Now clean all of this up! I hope you enjoyed this review. Please give it a thumbs up if you did, and subscribe for more PSVR content. A new type of video is coming to the channel soon, so keep an eye out for it.